Hola amigos, David el Profe here, and today I'm going to teach you how to download the PowerPoint presentations from the Google Drive. So let me share my screen with you here. I've got a quick little presentation where I'm going to walk you through these instructions step by step. So, how to download PowerPoint presentations for Fundamentos de Inglés 1. You're going to need three basic components, which are a computer where you're going to store the files. You need a Gmail account so you can access Google Drive and download the presentations, and you'll also need Microsoft PowerPoint living on your computer. So hopefully you have all those components already. If not, make sure you get them for this to work for you. So the first step is you're going to want to check your email, and then you're going to click on the link that's in the email to open the Google Drive folder. There are 12 lessons, and you essentially just go through each one, right-click on them to start the download. And real important, do not attempt to open these presentations in the Google Drive because you're going to lose all the formatting and the animations. It's just not going to work right. It's not going to look good. So it's really important that you download these and you open them within PowerPoint so that they work right for you. After you've downloaded the presentations, you go to your download folder on your computer. I use a Mac. It's called Downloads on a Mac. I'm not sure what it's called on a PC, but hopefully you know what that is. And then as they're downloading or after they've downloaded, open each presentation to make sure they're working. And then create a folder called English Lessons on your drive. You're going to get hundreds of these presentations for all the different levels of English that we offer. And organization is really important, especially when you're starting a class. You want to know exactly which lesson you're on and where to find it on your computer. So you want to be very organized as you're downloading these. And after you've created that folder, then you can just start moving the presentations one by one over to the folder. So now I'm just going to show you a quick little demonstration. Hopefully this will make more sense to you now. So if you go into your Gmail account, you're going to see an email coming from TLS Denver with a folder shared with you called Let's Start Talking Fundamentos de Inglés 1. It's really simple. You open it, and then you're going to click on this in order to open the folder, and that will take you over to Google Drive. So basically, start with the first lesson, right-click it, and hit the download. You can do that for each individual lesson. Normally, it's going to pop up with this message saying it can't scan for viruses. Don't worry, no viruses here. So go ahead and click that Download Anyway button. So after you started with the first download, you just right-click on lesson number 2, download, right-click on lesson number 3, download, etc. All right, so now let's go over to our downloads folder. And this is what it looks like for you. So I've already created that English lessons folder. Here's the presentation. Let's go ahead and open it up just to make sure that it's working right. Maybe play around with it a little bit. You can see that it's working, so we're good to go here. After we do that, then we're gonna just essentially go back in and plop it in to the folder. You can see that I've got other folders in here called Beginner English Lessons, Intermediate English Lessons, and Advanced English Lessons. So once we drag this into Beginner, that's going to open up, and now we also see that we have English Foundations 1. The reason why I have it set up like this is in the beginner level, I actually have 4 levels of foundations. Foundations 1, Foundations 2, Foundations 3, Foundations 4. Each level has anywhere from 8 to 16 lessons, and so that's why we want to be really organized with that. Okay, good. So now we open up the folder and we can see that. We just do that with all of the other lessons in this level. All right. The only thing that you want to do after that is to personalize the introductory slides from the very first lesson. This is about the only preparation work that you will need to do. You can see on slide 2, I've got a slide introducing myself. So obviously you just change out your name to Bob or whatever your name is, right? And then you can also change the picture. Just delete it, and you can insert another picture in any number of ways. I just drag and drop stuff however you feel comfortable. So that's about the only personalization needed here. Let's jump down to slide number 14. This is where I'm introducing myself. I tell students where I'm from. There's a little video that gets played here. I'm from the state of Georgia, so this video pops up showing that. You can change, if you're not from the United States, change that. If you want to use a different picture of a different state or whatever you want to do there. Now I've got a slide dedicated to my travel experience. I think this is important. Students like to know that I've traveled and lived around the world. It's easier for me to connect with them, so put wherever you've traveled or lived on there. I talk about what I do for work. You could probably keep that as the same because you're an English teacher if you're doing this program, but you might want to change the picture out there. Other than that, the next few slides are just talking about things I like to do. I like to cook. I like to play an instrument. I like to ride bikes. Feel free to change these pictures out and change these activities with whatever activities you like to do. And that's it. That's all the preparation work that you're going to have to do in order to use this program. The last little thing is I've got a whole bunch of videos of me teaching these classes. So you can watch through the videos of me teaching. The more you watch them, the more comfortable you should feel. And the more you prepare for your first class by watching some of these videos, the better it's going to feel. But ultimately, I always feel like you just have to get in the classroom and start working with students and start teaching. Trust the slides. Everything you can possibly need is already built into the slides. So once you get a student live with you, you're going to open PowerPoint, go through the slides one by one, talk to the slides, have students try to do most of the talking, and have fun talking with your students. If you can follow this program, if you can follow a PowerPoint presentation and just click on the right arrow button, it's super simple to use. So no more class preparation, no more thinking about what you're going to teach. It's all in these slides. So go ahead, start playing around with that. Have fun. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.